Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, it's 10 after 7 in the morning. We got a very busy morning coming up. 7:45 Eastern Time. You've got the ECB. There's a press conference to follow. Then 8:30 is a jobs report. Don't game jobs, especially not today. I mean, we talk about gaming jobs every month, which is, trying to think and assume what the reaction is going to be to jobs and to place a trade based solely on that assumption. That doesn't work. It's a great way to screw up your account. It's a great way to get in a hole ahead of a 3-day weekend and to wreck your holiday. So don't do that. There's going to be a lot of cross currents today, and we as individual traders are not in a position to anticipate what those cross currents are going to be and trade them. What we need to do is see what the market wants to do as far as establishing support and resistance and trade that range accordingly. My thought is this. We're on day 2 of a band ride. The chances of touching the upper band today all the way up at 1970-156 are pretty good. The issue for me becomes in the violent moves that we're going to get from these two announcements, we're almost certainly going to break the low of the prior day, which is 64.5. So that has the potential. The potential, although I would definitely call it a smaller percentage outcome, to roll the chart. I think what's more likely is we get some kind of a dip. There's no reason to think that this dip would not get bought like the rest, absent some big piece of news. And you've got two big unknowns out there today. And people have been saying all along, including myself, that in order to really get this market moving downward, you're going to need some kind of a catalyst. Well, this morning has catalyst potential. Emphasis on the word potential. So you have to, you can't assume that today is going to be a negative catalyst, because you will get squeezed out. You will get run up a flagpole the entire day if you're wrong. We've only seen that happen about 10 times in the last 2 years on major announcements during this uptrend. They just take it up and then never stops. So don't put yourself in that position. The higher probability outcome is we get some kind of a dip. That dip gets bought and it gets taken back up to the upper band. And then the markets get pretty thin. We're only trading to 115 today. Pitts close at 115, Globex closes at 115, so it's a half a day. And there's that thin drift higher potential that's there in the market. It's absolutely there. So for my part, I'm still long from Friday. We've been trading around it. I've got all my risk out of it. We've taken a bunch of profits, and we're just going to let this runner work with a free ride stop. And if I get stopped out, the stop is high enough to cover any commission on the trade or whatever. So we're just going to see what happens today. And if we get a shallow dip, my stop's down at 57. This is a trade I originally started at 44.5, so I'm in a good spot. If I get stopped out at 57, fine. If we make a shallower dip, which is what I suspect, and I'm looking at areas like 64, 62.5, if that happens, then I'll go ahead and add to it and look for a move back up into the 70s and to make new highs closer to the 115 close. That's the most likely thing that's going to happen today, because that's what happens on most days. And you have to trade like that. You have to say, what's been working and how can I fit my trading plan to get involved with what's working? Okay, everybody have an amazing trading day. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Happy 4th of July to everybody here in the States. I will be back Monday morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.